Steven, the Teen Services Coordinator at the Dennis Springs Walker Branch Library. Welcome back to another STEAM Saturdays. Before we get started today, let's go over our rules. Rule number 1, always have the supervision and the provision of an adult. Rule number 2, follow the rules and instructions presented in our videos as closely as possible. Rule number 4, never put anything in your mouth or eat anything unless specifically given permission to do so. And rule number 4, always know where your safety equipment are, like gloves and goggles. Today, we won't really be needing to use them. So, today we're going to be learning about and playing around with geometry and volume. Just like the rest of the videos this month, we are utilizing one of our learning kits. The learning kit you'll need to check out to do this activity is our geometric solids. So, let's go over what is in this kit. In this kit, there is a little instruction booklet that will basically tell you exactly what we're doing today. And then there is a whole bunch of shapes. There are cubes, there is a sphere, there is a cone, there are cylinders, big and small, there are hemisphere, which is half of a sphere, there are pyramids. We have a triangular pyramid, that's a prism. Where's my rectangular prism? And a square pyramid. Then we have prisms. There are square prisms, triangular prisms, rectangular prisms, another triangular prism, and a pentagonal prism. So, what does all of that mean? A square is a geometric shape that has 6 sides and is connected by 8 vertexes, and a vertex is where 2 or more sides meet. A sphere is a geometric shape with one continuous side where all the points on all the sides is equidistant to the point that's in the exact center of the sphere. So it's like a whole bunch of circles that are the same size, same shape, just infinitely layering over top of each other. A cone starts at a circle and goes to an apex or a point, and it slowly tapers from the entire circular shape, slowly tapers down to that point. So that is what a cone is. Cylinders are congruent circles, so there's 2 circles of the same size and the same shape on either side of a cylinder, and they are connected along their entire edge by one solid connecting side around the edges. So there is our cylinder. Our hemisphere is, like I said earlier, half of a sphere. So, pyramids. You can have a triangular pyramid, which has a base that is a triangle, and then triangular sides leading up to a vertex point. And then you can have a square pyramid that has a square base with triangular sides all leading up to a singular apex or vertex. Then we have prisms. Prisms, like cylinders, have 2 congruent shapes that are the same size and the same shape, but unlike a cylinder where they have one connecting side, and unlike pyramids where the sides are connected by triangles, on a prism your 2 bases are connected by rectangles. So rectangle side, and then there's rectangles connecting them. Then you have a triangle side, and they are connected by rectangles. You have a square side and a square side connected by rectangles. Or a pentagonal side and a pentagon side, and they are connected by rectangles. You can pretty much make a prism out of any polygon. So, let's get this cleaned up and we will go over an activity that you can do with this kit. Okay, now that we've got all of our solids put up, except for I chose to use the rectangular prism, the triangular pyramid, and the sphere, we can see how these shapes have anything to do with volume. So this kit is a very engaging and interactive way to play with volume. You can use it at home or in your classroom. So first you want to make a chart like this. So I have got a My top row, we discuss what shape we're using. We want to know what shape is the base of the object, how many faces it has, how many vertices it has, how many edges it has, and we're going to see what the volume is using water. So let's start with our rectangular prism. So what is our base shape on a rectangular prism? Well, it's in the name, it is a rectangle. So let me write rectangle. I'm just going to put rectangle. So how many faces are on a rectangular prism? Very much like a cube, it has 6 faces, but let me make sure. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 faces in a rectangular prism. But how many vertices it has? Remember, a vertex is where 2 or more lines intersect, or 2 or more sides intersect. So let's count our vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 vertices and edges. It's kind of hard to count an edge, but it's kind of hard to keep track of the edges. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 edges in a rectangular prism. All right, let's address volume in just a second because it's going to take me a little while. So let's go ahead and go over our base information on our triangular pyramid. So the base shape of a triangular pyramid is, you guessed it, a triangle. Triangle. How many faces does a triangular pyramid have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 faces. How many vertices does it have? How many points? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. For some reason, I second guessed myself. How many edges does it have? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 edges. All right, and we'll get our volume measurement in a second. So what about a sphere? What is the base shape of a sphere? Any guesses? That's right, it does not have a base shape. There is no base to a sphere. How many faces would you think it has? One giant shape. It goes on for one giant face. It goes on forever and ever and ever, and you can never find the beginning, you can never find the ending, but it does have one face. I don't like it. Okay. How many vertices does it have? If it only has one edge, then it cannot have a place where 2 or more edges meet. So like our base, it also has 0 vertices and 0 edges. So let's measure out our volume. For volume with me today, I have a little cup of water and a medicine dropper that goes up to 5 milliliters. I also have a measuring cup that is half a cup. I did not get anything smaller than this, and I did not get anything larger than this. So bear with me while we count how many milliliters of water will fill a square prism. Ready? Let's count. Fill it up to 5. 10. 85. So 85 milliliters can fit in our square prism. So if 85 milliliters, wait, let's write it on our chart. 85 milliliters. So if 85 milliliters fit in this square prism, do we have any guesses or hypotheses? Hypothesis? Do we have any guesses or hypotheses? I'm not going to say hypothesis. Do we have any guesses on how many milliliters will fit in our triangular prism or our sphere? You can pause the video and make a guess. I'm going to guess, let's see, if this is, what is this, 85, I'm going to guess 40 and 70. So I'll put my little 40 and my little 70. So let's see. Ready? Here we go. 5. 10. 30. Only 30 fit in our triangular pyramid. So we had 85 to fit in our rectangular prism. We had, what did I just say? 35? 30. 35. 35 fit in our triangular prism. I should have wrote it down first. 35. And it looks like a little bit more could have fit in the top. Maybe I squared it some out. So, now that we have 85 in the prism, 35 in the triangular pyramid, do we want to reevaluate our guess for the sphere? Now I'm going to stick with 70. So, pop off the bottom and get to counting. Ready? 5. 80. 85. 90. So 90 for the sphere. I was not expecting that. 90. So our rectangular prism fit 85 milliliters. Our sphere fit 90 milliliters. And our triangular pyramid only fit 35. So I was close with this guess, but I was not close with this one. So if you take this home, and you can make an experiment, you can figure out what other materials other than water you can use to measure your volume. You can use any of the 14 shapes, not just these 3. And what relationships exist between the various shapes and the various solids. And if you discover anything fancy or fun, let me know. And for now, I'll see you next time on the next STEAM Saturdays.